field. So with that in mind, we're in for 6 laps, and it should be good. We're still waiting for a few of them to get into position now. Scott Finley, Jared Horn on pole. Matt Dunlop on the outside there. A couple of bikes missing, haven't turned up. But they're still in the draw though to win that Suzuki. Lights are out and they're away go, and Horn gets a flyer, so does Vaughan Main as they fly around the outside as they head down into turn 1. And they all file off down towards the under the bridge for the first time. Jared Horn leads Scott leads Vaughan Main, actually it was through there. Through the up and over they go, heading down towards the hairpin. In he goes, Horn leads in, Main through in second, then it was Scott Finley was the next man through. Up the hill they come, drop down into the Porsche Tipper. And Jared Horn got a good lead there. And Vaughan Main looking very close to the back of Scott Finley as they come out of there. And the next two through were Kerry Chapman and Paul Bergman, heading down towards the sweeper for the first lap of this last race for the intermediates for the weekend. Brought to you by Motor Mail. Out of that corner they come, up the hill they come, and the front three already pulling away from the group behind them, who seem to be splitting off into pairs at the moment. And across the stripe they come for the first time. And it will be Jared Horn from Vaughan Main, then Scott Finley comes through next. So they come down the main straight away here towards the bridge. And Vaughan Main leads under the, follows Jared Horn under there. Through the up and over they go, down into the Golden Homes hairpin, and a bit of a gap back then to Kerry Chapman. Kerry Chapman on the only Kawasaki in that front group of all Suzukis, and doing his level best today. Kerry does, he seems to get great starts and then falls sort of back through the pack. Let's hope he can hold his own this time. And meanwhile, the lead three fire through the top turn onto the uphill run towards back to the start finish. And Jared Horn seems to have this one fairly well under control. But the next two through, Vaughan Main and Scott Finley, and they're battling out for second position. Down under the bridge they come, through to the up and over, and there's nothing to separate them, Finley and Vaughan. Down into the hairpin. Neither of them can get close to Jared Horn, though. He seems to have got the pace to keep them well and truly at bay. Next man we go back to will be Kerry Chapman, and then Sean Parker in there, Ben Mayo, Sam Greenhall, Paul Bergman. As you know, Chapman's already lost a couple of spots. Now it looks like Vaughan Main's managed to break away from Scott Finley, and he's chasing after Jared Horn. Up the hill they come, and Horn is going to be across the line first. This time won't be such a big gap. Vaughan Main very close behind him, sets the fastest lap of the race so far. So he's on the hunt. He's definitely after Craig. He's definitely after Jared Horn as they come down towards the bridge. Just go under the bridge now, under brakes. Finley takes a bit of land away from him. Through the up and over they go. And Scott Finley seems to have no answer to Vaughan Main at the moment. Vaughan Main hanging on to the back of Jared Horn. Closes right up under brakes into the Golden Homes hairpin. There's a great climb out of the up the hill here now. Definitely broken away from from Finley, and now making his presence felt on Jared Horn's rear tyre as they head down towards the Dale ITM sweeper. And it looks like Main's very good under brakes into these corners here, and closes right up into turn 10 and seems to close the gap through the corner now. But as he comes out, I think Horn's got a little bit more poke in a straight line as they come up the hill here. So those three Suzukis, all the same model of Suzuki, so there shouldn't be a lot of horsepower difference between them. But so down at, oh, look at this big dive from Main down as fastest lap from him. Had a dive at turn 1 under the Jared Horn, but didn't quite manage to pull it off. Loses a little bit of ground, but managed to claw some back again under brakes into turn 2. He's right with him now as they go through the up and over, and they're heading down towards the Golden Homes hairpin, and it looks like there's going to be a back marker in the way. They're going to pick him up, probably going up the hill, I'm guessing, as they come out of there now. And as they do, they're going to climb up the hill now, and that back marker is going to be right on in the way, right on the exit of, no, he's not, right on the entry, and he pulls out of the way. He obviously sees them coming, and both of them now head off down that straight towards the Dale ITM sweeper. That's 4 down, so next time round they'll see the white flag out at the moment. So they shorten this race for some reason, I don't know. I'm probably the last to know if they have. But let's have a look as they come out of there now, climbing up the hill. This could be the checkered flag lap by the looks of things. And here they come across the line. Yep, it is checkered flag lap. So we've it appears that we've cut the races down to 5 laps. So nobody's told the commentator. Isn't that a surprise? Okay, so Jared Horn takes that one out. Vaughan Main takes out second. Third is Scott Finley. Fourth is Sean Parker. Then we go back to Sam Greenhall. He'll be the next man through. Sorry, Ben Mayo will be the next man through. We've seen Sam Greenhall in 6th, and 7th was Kerry Chapman. And if we're looking at next man through should be, and it was Fabiano Paiva Santos. Then it's Alex Butson in 9th, and 10th is Justin Reed. So there we go.